Morning. Today is, what is today? Today's January 16th, 2018. I'm actually already on job site. Just by the time I got up, made coffee, I figured the art technician was going to be late to the office. Go figure, he actually got there on time, a little bit early. And then by the time I got my gym stuff together, grabbed my food for lunch, and started down the road, we're already here. So, but yeah, I'm scheduled out here till like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then I'm sure it'll take about an hour and a half to get back to the office, and at that point I'll probably go ahead and have dinner, and then between 6 and 7 go to the gym, probably work out until they close it around 10. So, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at today. Woke up kind of sore. I don't know if it was from physical therapy yesterday. Physical therapy went really good. I mean, I kind of blew through everything. The weighted squats, she had me do 2 sets and, kind of blew through them. And then, she made a 3rd set, and I'm like, what's the goal weight? She's like, 80 pounds, what you got on there? So I quick, she's like, do 3 of them. So I quick blew through like 6 of them, and I'm like, there you go. I mean, if you tell me what the goal weight is, I'll get there a lot sooner than, playing guessing games. Did the planks off the exercise ball, walk through them real quick, and just kind of blew through everything. So I mean, other than a little bit of tightness in the hip and the right lower back, I'm pretty much fine. A little bit of pain, counting on how much it tightens up. I mean, of course, the more it tightens, the more it's gonna hurt, but yeah, kind of ready for Monday to see the ortho to get my clearance back to full duties, in hopes of getting some more hours to start getting things done. So I don't know, but yeah, other than that, it's gonna be mostly work and then gym, and then before you know it, it'll be time to go to bed to get up to do it again tomorrow. My life isn't as exciting as a lot of other people's. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. If something changes, I'll let you know. I don't think anything will change. So, till later, have a good one. Hey guys, so done with work. It was just a long, boring day. Got back to the office. I made my dinner, which is right there. Yeah, I know. A lot of crushed red peppers in it. What can I say? I like it spicy. I did check my mail. I got a P.O. box, and I guess I got a new feature where you can go online and see what came in. So I happened to look at it this morning, and lo and behold, I got Allie's crappy drawing for Christmas. The only thing I did was cut the tape, so I haven't even looked at it yet. I know she just made a bunch of random stuff, and like I said, in the chat room, a couple people put theirs on, and it's not crappy by any means at all. I can draw you crappy, trust me. I draw a stick figure, and it doesn't even look like a stick figure. It looked like the stick figure got hit by a Mack truck that, then got ran over by a dozer, and someone dropped a nuke bomb on it. So that's crappy. Her stuff is not crappy. It might be a quick drawing, like not as detailed, but it's a very good drawing. So, like I said, picked mine up, got excited. I was going to wait until after the gym to open it, but by the time I get out of the gym, it'll be after 10, and, you know, get back here, try to go to sleep. Like I said, don't know if I have work tomorrow or not, so I didn't want to run the risk of being up till midnight and then trying to get up at, 4 in the morning or something and feeling like crap. So, like I said, all I did was cut the tape on it. I'm dying to see what I got. So, I guess I'll open it now. Yeah, that is not crappy by any means possible. And she totally gets me. She totally gets me. Ali, if you can't find a boyfriend, I'm right here. I will marry you in a heartbeat. You're too awesome. It's ridiculous. But I'll show you. She signed it. Let's see if I can get it. Got her signature right there. And here's the drawing. Yeah. Does she get me or what? You know? I mean, she drew me a gorilla. I love gorillas. Favorite animal. And that totally sorry about that. It was worth the wait. I mean, best Christmas present ever. That's all I gotta say. Ali, you're the greatest. I won't stop saying thank you. And I always got your back. If you ever need anything, just let me know. I'm there for you. You've been super supportive. I mean, there are people out there with 10,000 followers. Hell, there are people out there with a couple hundred followers that probably don't even know their name or anything about them. You are like a supercomputer. You know everybody. You understand everybody. You know everything about everybody. You know, you get to know people. And that to me is outrageous. I mean, put aside all the stuff that you do, just knowing the names of people and knowing about them and that many people is just totally outrageous. And what can I say, man? I love you for that. It's awesome. So, I'll pick this clip up, or I'll pick up the next clip after the gym, let you know how I did at the gym. But until then, you be you, because in the end, you are awesome. Have a good one. Alright, so I tried the gym. I've learned a long time ago, you don't do the gym in the afternoon. And everywhere I go, I have to try it at least once. And it's the same as everywhere else I've gone. It's super slammed. You got people lounging around on stuff that aren't using it. You'll like I was doing the one exercise for my lower back, dude put his mat right in front of me to where I'm almost putting my face right in his crotch. It's like, seriously, there's a huge square of mat over there, go use that. It's so inconsiderate and rude. I get it, you're there to work out, but like I said, there was a big area that he could have fit 3 of them self in and done his workout instead of putting it right in front of the machine where I'm coming down like this, right in his junk. And I got on a machine to do a leg press and got halfway through, doing the leg press, and dude comes over to use the machine next to it, and instead of, standing in front of the machine to change the weights. He stands right next to it with his butt right in my face. And by the way, he might want to wipe better next time, because dang, did you put any of that turd in the toilet? It's like, if you're going to reek that bad, like, shower before you come to the gym. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, but I find it to be rude to sit there, you know, reeking like so bad that the people around you can't even breathe, you know, and then you're going to sit there and work out and get hot and sweaty to intensify the stench. I was in a decent mood until this. I really was. I'll probably stop back by the office just to look at Ali's picture and so I can be happy again. Because, wow. I mean, I like I said, I did 3 machines and then I called it quits, you know. So this is my rest day. I guess my first rest day in 6 weeks, just because it's so ridiculously packed. And I mean, I pulled in, you know, to the parking area, and I mean, for every one person walking out, there's like 10 people walking in at the same time. So I just asked the guy at the front desk, I'm like, when is this crowd gone? And he's like, oh, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, which it's almost 7, but you know, I lost my want to lift today. You know, it's so ridiculous. You got kids running around, you know, one ran into the men's room as I was coming out, just about put his head in my business. It's like, you know, I don't want kids, but at the same time, you know, I don't want anything to go wrong with my little man there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, holy shnikes. Oh. Just another reason why I so badly want to get out of this area. I mean, other areas are like this, but it's not as bad as this. Like, every gym in this area is so slammed with people that you can open probably another 20 gyms and they'd still be slammed. Like, it's ridiculous. This isn't New Year's resolution, people, you know? And I mean, some of them, it's like, I don't get what your lift is. You got 10 pounds, you're slowly pushing it, and you're playing on your cell phone. I mean, is that a new workout? You know, I mean, I'm not up to date on a lot of stuff, so, you know, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but is there a new workout out there where you push as little as possible, slowly, and just look at your cell phone? You know, I mean, all that does is hold up a machine for 20 minutes until he finally realizes that, you know, he threw his set. Oh, man. I will say this. Didn't get the throat clearer in the shower today. Didn't get Mr. Didn't get that one today. So I guess there's a plus. Maybe that's the problem. I'm not looking at the positives. I'm looking at the negatives. So there's a positive. No throat clearer. Yeah, that scale seems grossly outweighed on one side. I don't know. I might just have to tell my job that I can't work until after 8 in the morning, just so I can hit the gym every morning. And I lose hours. I mean, I'm so sick of killing myself to, you know, to try to survive, you know, and not getting any pleasures out of life. My whole life has been work, you know. I mean, I've had, 2 real vacations since I started working. 2 real vacations. I'm not talking just time off using vacation days. I'm talking about real actual vacations. And one, I wasn't even working at the time. I was on unemployment at the time. So I don't know if that counts, you know? So, you know, I mean, the one time I actually took off from work, took a week's vacation, and went to the Outer Banks with my girlfriend and her mom, who do it every year. My ex-girlfriend, I should say. I'm single. Not that anybody's interested, but I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't want to bring you down. But one real vacation. All of my other vacation time has been used toward surgeries, recoveries, or if I need to desperately fix my truck, or I have a bill that's so past due that they're about to shut my electric off or something like that you have to go in person to pay it, type thing. That's about it. I mean, and I understand not everybody gets a real vacation. I get it. I mean, you see people here and there, go on vacations, and you think the whole world's doing it, and I know the whole world isn't. But it's real hard to watch like YouTube and all that stuff, and watch people, living their lives, like doing stuff. I mean, I mean, I'm not going to go skydiving. I mean, right now I would outweigh the instructor so bad, it'd be like a munchkin from Wizard of Oz on my, chest or back or wherever the heck they decide to strap them, but I don't know. I really need to start getting out there and living. I've been letting work and money and everything else hold me back. I need to stop that. I really do. I just need to go and do it. Screw life. Screw, bills, and screw money, and screw everything. I need to just go out and do it. And, so yeah, maybe I need to change my New Year's promise to, going out and getting something done. Something done for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love helping people. I really do. As much as I talk about how much people suck and how much I hate them, I love helping people. It's just in my nature. It's just the way I am. But I need to seriously step back and help myself. So yeah, I guess that's another rant you can add to your rant list. But basically, the whole story is, don't come to the gym in the afternoon. I'm going to stick to morning hours. I'll lose hours at work, but I really don't care. Being in the gym is the one thing that makes me, somewhat happy. I mean, even when I was strength training, I wasn't totally happy, but it made me happier than anything else. And, I mean, I'll never have the money to own my own equipment, to have my own gym. So I have to deal with, paying like everybody else, and, dealing with all the agitations that everybody else deals with. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I just, need to get out of this area, and I need to work on me. I wasn't always like this, I mean, back in my early 20s, I was, I wouldn't say I was out there. I didn't run off to parties and all that stuff, but I didn't care what people thought of me, I don't know when I started to care, really. To tell you the truth, I don't know, and I mean, to a point, I still don't care what they think of me. I mean, you tell them that you're living out of your pickup truck, it's like, that doesn't matter to me, you like it, you don't like it, who cares? It's not your problem, it's my problem, but like I said, younger, I didn't care what people thought. I did things, I did crazy things, I mean, my one buddy owned a used car lot, had a car that kept coming back, needed a new motor, so he sent me and my buddy to, go get the motor and swap them out. So we went to the junkyard. And got junkyard's like, all right, got your motor. Let me go get the forklift to get it for you. My buddy looked at him and said, we got it. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, Martin, go get the motor. So, I went over there like Frankenstein's monster, picked up the motor, took it over, put it in the back of his truck. The guy just about crapped his pants. And then we went back to his place and went about to unload it, and our buddy from the car lot came over, and he's like, oh, you got the motor? He's like, how you gonna get out of the back of your truck? My buddy just smiled and said, Martin, get the motor. I went over there, picked up the motor, carried it over, put it on some tires. Our buddy from the car lot looked at me and said, dude, you're gonna drop a testicle one of these days. But that's the type of stuff I did, I mean, learning stick shift, my buddy, he throws me the keys, and he's like, go to Walmart at, in this location. He's like, I want a receipt. Hands me the cash, hands me the keys. So I drove the truck, first time ever driving stick shift, drove it all the way down to that Walmart, got the drinks, came back, handed him a receipt. And, he's like, did you stall out? I'm like, no, actually I didn't. He's like, good. Well, the second time we were driving, pulled up to a, left turn light, and it turned, and when I went to let the clutch out, I guess I popped the clutch, and one of the wires on the rotor popped off the cap. And I'm like, what the heck? So he stalled out, and it's like, and there's this little Honda Civic with a bunch of college kids in it. And they're like, move your ass, get going, hurry up, what the fuck, blah, blah, blah. So I stepped out of the driver's side, and they're like, what the fuck you gonna do, fat ass? And my buddy, he jumped out the other side. He's like, you shouldn't have said that. I just went over and I picked up the front end of their car. And all you hear is, whee, because the dude pushed down on the gas pedal, and it's front wheel drive, and his front tires just sat there spinning. And I looked right at him. I said, guess what, buckwheat? I said, first you're going to apologize, then I'm going to put this car down, then you're going to politely go around me. Oh my God. I never heard so many apologies in my life. They apologized. I said, good, now take your foot off the gas pedal. And then I put the car down, they slowly went around, and next thing you know, you hear, as they chirp on their way. I said, yeah, that's what I thought. My buddy looked at me, he was laughing his butt off. I thought he was going to fall down on the ground. At that point, we popped the hood, and he's like, oh yeah, wire just popped off. It's happened to me a couple times. I'm like, gee, thanks, Could have told me about that stuff. But that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about, I used to do that stuff all the time. I mean, I remember picking up the back end of a dude's S10. I mean, we were following him, and he kept trying to do burnouts. And he's got posi traction, so you got like one freaking tire spinning. And my buddy's like, oh, should I show him how it's done? I'm like, hell yeah. He had a 94 Dodge Ram. He had mud tires too, which smoke like mofo. Next light change, he quickly got in front of him. Next light turned red. He smoked it. You couldn't see nothing behind us. Light turned green. We started going. S10 started going. He pulls into a parking lot. Well, the S10 pulls in. So my buddy, was small. He was like short and wiry. He was like about 5'8", maybe 130 pounds. I mean, he was skin and bones. He's like, I'm going to get out, and when he starts crap, I'm going to holler for you, and then you get out, and, that'll scare him. I'm like, all right, what the heck? So we sat there, and the guy pulls in, gets out, and goes in the grocery store. He's like, oh, darn, I'm like, all right, let's have a little fun. He's like, what are you talking about? Well, where he parked the front end of his S10 is one of those curbs in the parking lot. So I went over, picked up the back ass end of his S10, and I took it around and I put it on the curb. So you got like two curbs, and then you got the grass in the middle. So we got back in the truck, and of course he was all scared, so he moved the truck. Guy came out, he's looking and looking. He's like, he's throwing his hands up. He gets in, he puts it in drive, and all you see is the back tire was just spinning because they weren't even touching the ground. Oh Oh, it was so hilarious. I was nice though. I ended up pretending like I wasn't in the Dodge. I went and I said, "Hey dude, looks like you hit the curb." He's like, "No, I don't know what happened. I parked normal, come out, and this is what my truck looks like." I said, "You want me to correct that for you?" He's like, "I don't think you can do it." I said, "I bet you $20 I can get this back around." So he's like, "All right." I said, "Show me the money. I gotta see the money first." He pulled out a 20. I picked up that back end, turned it right back around, put it down, said, "I'll take my 20 now." I'm telling you, I used to do wild and crazy stuff like that all the time. And then I got, I got way too serious about work. I got way too serious about the gym. Which, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being serious about the gym. But when the only things in your life is work and gym, and then if you get a couple hours sleep, you get a couple hours sleep, it's not a very exciting life. And that's why, like 18, 19 years just sort of flew by and I haven't done nothing with my life. I mean, it's ridiculous. I got friends here and there, and it's like, my one buddy, he used to be Elvis impersonator. He did it out in Vegas, he did it here, he did it there. He met, Dwayne Johnson. He personally talks to Dwayne Johnson all the time. Neil Patrick Harris, he knows all these famous people, runs into them all the freaking time, and they talk to him like, no problem, and he lived a hell of a life. Now he's like, this big major barbecue seller, I mean, he's in all types of magazines and newspapers and everything else for his barbecue. And, and I got other buddies that are, just everybody's doing stuff. And like I said, I just feel like I'm always at a stalemate. Like I can never seem to budge forward. And by the time I start to get, 4 steps up the 90-degree incline, I get knocked like 8 feet back. And it's like, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know. Don't know what to say. This clip was way longer than I was expecting. At this point, I'm probably going to run to the laundromat because actually I don't even have detergent. Look at that. Ah! I'm going to run to my storage unit and hopefully I can find my laundry detergent, my nice little Tide Pods, like right there at the beginning so I can find them. And then I can clean my gym clothes because they really don't stink. They're just super freaking sweaty all the time because I have no way of hanging them and drying them out. And I don't have a ton of gym clothes. I don't have a ton of clothes, period. So, so that's what I'm going to probably do is hit my storage unit. I need to hit the store to grab some food. I'm down to like celery and a couple limes. And then, like I said, I'll probably stop by my truck to get whatever dirty laundry I have, run over to the laundromat and do some laundry real quick, and then back to the office, put this stuff, put my YouTube video on. And yeah, that'll pretty much be my day. I mean, I'll probably throw one little last clip on, I don't want to leave it with me just ranting and raving about my pathetic life, but oh well. Like I said a couple other times, if you got comments, more than happy to to answer them or chat or whatever. If you like the video, like it. You don't like it, don't like it. I mean, I'm not gonna have hurt feelings. I know there's people out there that generally just like disliking videos for fun. And there's some that dislike it because they dislike it. It's hard to tell which one's which. Usually you can tell if they leave a comment, by the comment they leave. As usual, constructive criticism, please. That's all I ask. Belligerent isn't gonna do anything for me. I mean, it's not going to get you a response, really. You know, if it does, it's just going to be a pretty freaking rude one, because, you know, if you want to disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. You know, welcome to old school. I'm sorry. A lady's a lady, a man's a man, and, you know, if you can't keep your word, then don't come near me. But, alright. Like I said, I'll put one last little clip on in case something happens, you know. Hopefully nothing happens. It's literally the grocery store, the storage unit, and laundromat. But you never know. Alright, until then, see you later. Alright, it's about 9:45. Like I said, nothing really exciting happened. Just went to the storage unit, and best part is the laundry detergent was staring me right in the face, and I'm like looking all over the place for it. Went to the grocery store, ended up grabbed the wrong butter for my bulletproof coffee, and then went to the laundromat, and that was just super exciting. Yeah, I know. I love it when you start up your laptop and videos start playing for you. Yeah, nothing really big happened. I did have a hankering for sugar. It was most likely either depression or stress or something. I walked past all the donuts, all the candy, all the sugary crap. I did pick up a small fruit salad, so I did have some sugar, but at least I did it in fruit form. I mean, it's better than all the other alternatives, so yeah, hopefully that doesn't add 20 pounds to me. But other than that, I'm back at the office trying to get stuff charged up for tomorrow. Luckily I didn't really use my earbuds that long to require them to need long charging, so I'm not sure how long this video is going to take to put on. So I'll probably get to bed about I'll get to sleep hopefully about 11:30, and then I got my work order for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going out there at 7. I mean, I just got my work phone, and it tells me to call the technician that's usually out there, and it's like, yeah, I'm not on call. You know, that's not a pager. You can't call me 24/7 and expect me to jump to it. So I just saw the message. I'm not going to call him, you know, assuming that he's awake, you know, and everything else, or he's not in the middle of doing stuff. So, and I know that the job site, they're kind of laid back anyways, so I'll probably go to the gym first thing in the morning, since this afternoon was sort of a bust. I'll just go in the morning and try to work a little harder, and then go out to the job site. And they got me out there until like 4 in the afternoon. It's like I got physical therapy at 4. It's going to take probably about 45 minutes to get to the physical therapy from there, so I won't be out there until 4. I'll be out there until 3. Sometimes I wonder why I even give them, you know, the printouts of the dates and times of physical therapy and everything else when they don't pay attention to it. So apologize for the rant before this and this rant. I just, you know, you can only take so much before you just start fizzling over. And I mean, that's just small stuff. One of my big problems is I let everything build up and build up. I've never been one to sit there and be able to talk to somebody and be done with it, or, you know, write in a journal or a book or diary or whatever you want to call it. You know, my problem is I talk about it and it just amplifies it. It makes it worse. And the more I talk about it, the worse it gets. And I have a huge problem not being able to just let go of stuff. And, you know, one of the things I don't like about me. So it's hard. It's hard to change. I'm tired of hearing the advice, oh, just count to 10. Yeah. I don't have time to count to 10. The switch is flipped and it's done. You know, that's how I am. That's how I'm built. Like I said, if I could rewire my brain, I'd be all up in there, you know, fixing a lot of crap. But some of us can't be winners, so. But other than that, go back to a happy mood. Oh, happy mood. Oh, there we go, my happy place. Thank you so much, Ali. I mean, you call them crappy Christmas cards or whatever. Everybody loves their cards. I mean, they're, like I said, they're simple, but they're awesome. You know, I couldn't draw this in a million years. I mean, it's sad, but I'm just not an artist. Not everybody is. I'm also not a musician or a singer or pretty much all the stuff that you are. That's why you're outrageous. But I truly do appreciate it, and as soon as I have the time and the money, it will get framed. I mean, some people think that'd be silly or something. I don't. You know, you protect the stuff that you cherish. I'm going to cherish this forever. Almost dropped it. I'm going to cherish that forever, because to me that's a big deal. So, I mean, you took the time out of your very busy life to draw for what, 300 plus people, you know, and then to sit there and get their addresses, write them out, and, you know, mail them out and everything else. I mean, that's not something you do in 2 minutes. That's, well, for me that'd be like months, but you know, I'm sure you banged it out in a day or two, just because you're awesome like that. But thank you so much for my crappy drawing. Maybe someday, you know, someday down the road, I'll get a painting from you. I know you probably got a huge waiting list, and you know, I don't like to be unfair and step in front of people, but one day, you know, I'll ask for it. I'll even pay for it. You know, I don't expect something for nothing. So you tell me what you're worth and, well, what your painting's worth. You are priceless. But you tell me what your painting's worth, and I'll buy one off you. So, but, alright, well, till tomorrow, just remember, you be you, because in the end, you are awesome. Have a good one.